My name's Daley Perales. I'm 32 years of age. I'm from West London. I got into boxing, well, two of my older brothers were boxers. And obviously, when you got older brothers, you look up to them. And as soon as I knew that they were doing it, it made me want to try a bit of boxing. So it started from there. It started as something not really serious. And then it turned into something serious when I knew I was good at it. 6 fighters. I have Anesi Twala, undefeated 2-0. Jack Mulloway, undefeated 3-0 heavyweight. Sorry, Anesi Twala's super lightweight. Jack Mulloway, undefeated heavyweight, 3-0. Martin Forrow, who's waiting for his pro debut, light heavyweight. Bobby Woods, having his debut this weekend, lightweight. Mo Garib, having his debut, super featherweight. And Junior Saba, another featherweight. I don't want to have too many fighters unless someone comes to me that's already established and exceptional. I don't want to be one of them coaches who's got 10 to 15, 20 fighters, because how can you possibly make them into champions if you've got so many fighters like that? You need to dedicate your time to each one.
He's doing because he's going to take you through the first part of the warm-up. Before you get to the pads of me on fight night, Jake's doing your warm-up. The guy in the middle, his name's Jake, the guy in the middle. He's my strength and conditioner. So, a very young strength and conditioner, but one I believe in. He's up and coming. I like people that study the game. No matter what you do in life, you should study what you're doing. And he studies it, so that's why I brought him along on board. He's Bobby's brother as well, so that helps. But basically what he's doing now is taking them through a routine, a warm-up, what he's also going to do with my fighters on fight night on Saturday. And warming up is a very important part of boxing. So you have to warm up, otherwise you're going to get an injury. So these are like what you call dynamic stretching, dynamic warm-ups. Just prepare them for what I'm about to do.
The Daley Effect, well, my name is Daley, so, and then, you know, daily, everyday life, everyone, you know what I mean? It represents struggle, it represents getting the job done, it represents routine, repetition, getting up every day and making sure you have to do what you have to do to be successful. And the effect, obviously, because I like to think that I'm a good coach and I like to think I'm going to be one of the best coaches in the game. So when a fighter comes to me, I like to give them the Daley Effect, what makes them a even better fighter. And yeah, my fiance come up with this name as well. So.
These boys hit very hard, so always important to take up the risk. You should anyway, but now more than ever, because it takes its toll when you're doing pad work every day, especially fighters that can hit.
Hardest part about being a trainer is probably keeping the boxers on the right page, on the straight and narrow, keeping their mind right, because it's such a hard sport that it's easy for you to, you know, it's easy for you to fall off. And I deal with so many, they're not all the same, they're all different personalities. Some might need a hug or a shoulder to cry on, some might need some tough love. Some might need you just to say, what's up, bro? You know what I mean? Like a friend in that way. So they're all different personalities.
You see, me and Nessie, yeah? This is what he says I get it wrong. I said he got it wrong. He got it wrong. We always have this discussion. Watch.
When you're training for a fight, there's so many things that you have to deal with. The training, the traveling up and down for sparring takes a lot out of you. You know what I mean? People getting angry, people being upset, people being moody because they're trying to make weight. There's so many different things, and I'm just there to make sure their mind's right and they're on the straight and narrow. And timekeeping, that's one thing I don't like. If my fighter comes, if I say 11 a.m. and he comes in at 11:30, that will really piss me off.
I missed the pole. That's what I like about him, that he's going to be one of them fighters that the crowd is going to be on their feet, because he throws so many punches in every single round and he doesn't give you a second's rest to breathe. It hit you to the body, it come up with a different shot from out of nowhere.
Boxing changed my life a lot. You know, without boxing, I don't know where I'll be actually. Keeps my head screwed on. Stops, because of my background, it stops me from being angry. Helps me learn to control my anger in the right way. I've had bad moments, but boxing's always been there to keep my mind right. Like my brother, I've got 9 brothers, around about 9 brothers, 3 sisters. The reason why I say around about 9 brothers, 3 sisters, because I never really know the exact number because I grew up in care. You know, there's only a certain amount I know and I have a relationship with fully. But one of my brothers died in 2016, and when people were saying have time off, I couldn't have time off, because if I had time off, then I'd just dwell on things, and then it'd probably make me angry. So boxing, I was straight back in the gym. Leading up to my brother's funeral, after my brother's funeral, I was always in the gym because that kept my head right. I've lived a I've had a really tough background. I was raised in foster homes when I was 2 years of age. I was in over 11 different homes. So that in itself has taught me about how to stay strong in life. I started living in hostels at 16, then 17 I started living on my own. And so that's helped me in boxing, because it's helped me that when the going gets tough, that I just have to stay strong and just keep going, and no matter what gets in my way, just keep going forward and don't look back and make something of myself. So I think in boxing terms, whenever my fighters have got a personal issue or problems, I think they can relate to me a bit and I can relate to them. You can't just, for example, put on the pads, do Roger Mayweather kind of pad work and call yourself a trainer. There's a philosophy behind it. I think the most important tool in boxing, having a strong mentality, because you can have the wrong friend where they'll be like, forget boxing, come out to a club or come and see these girls. But then you're gonna have the boxer what's like, yeah, all right then. Or you're gonna have the boxer that says, no, training comes first. I want to be a champion. And if you're my friend, you won't be asking me them kind of questions when I've got a fight coming up. I always tell my boxers, if you've got a woman, make sure she understands what you have to go through as a fighter, and let her understand that you have to train no matter what. You have to get up and run in the morning, and there's no stay in bed, have the day off, because she can't get in the ring and fight for you, and nor can your friends. So it's about, I think that's your biggest thing, is the mentality. The greatest thing about the sport of boxing is winning.